Hi everyone, Kaktony Iotano here, and welcome to my The War Within pre-launch review. And let me start off by saying, okay, I have been a little out of the loop lately, and a little is a major understatement. A year and a half. Therefore now, before expansion launch, I've put my ass in the seat and consumed some of the most relevant pre-patch content and upcoming features, and here's some thoughts from someone who did rate Amirdrasil quite a bit, but fell out of the WoW loop earlier this year. To begin with, I saw the War Within official cinematic. This pre-launch cinematic confused me at first. Okay, so I've been removed from close to any discourse on WoW for a year or so. When I've just played straight up, not even starting to get into the weeds of the game's often sophisticated and not at all sensationalist marketplace of ideas. Which means when I saw the cinematic, I saw it with fresh eyes, no biases from the depths of Twitter discourse, and I came out thinking it didn't feel very WoW. Of all the cinematics they've dropped in a long time, this felt the most like a trailer for some Diablo 4 patch. It was narratively empty, the characters on screen were on first watch with no context given for a returning player, just random Azeroth denizens on a Tuesday afternoon. It didn't really build the atmosphere that I expect WoW cinematics to do, or make me aware of some characters' motives or struggles. However, it looked great, and the few shots of the upcoming zones looked amazing. It just felt flat for a WoW cinematic. More for marketing purposes, less for world building, I suppose. But then they smacked us with some bangers. Not only are they long-form WoWcast episodes great and give you a nice overview, then you're hit with the old reliable animated shorts, giving a beautiful and artistic peek into the upcoming major pro and antagonists. Come on, that Illyria cinematic could be an entire series, Clone Wars style. Just give us WoW's arcane blizzard. You even got the broken sister dynamic ready to go. And when you have Chris Metzen, you gotta put Chris Metzen on for hours. He somehow solos current day players' attention spans, and he definitely just alluded to Illidan as predicted, coming back in the future, along with apparently having plans in the works for 20 years of expansion content. We will be in retirement homes playing this godforsaken game. All this is making it a bit hard to wait for the official launch date of the 27th of August for us Euros. Chris, Ninja launched the expansion and my life is yours. I actually saw one singular take that the expansion content so far seems overly Alliance favored, what with mostly Alliance-centric characters like Anduin, Illyria, the Paladin I don't know the name of yet, and so on, so I understand that some Horde players feel a little hard done by. And to that I say, get wrecked, Horde scum! What, are you gonna piss your pants? Rahl is, from what I saw, really the only Horde character they can cling on to so far, and I want to ask you, isn't Rahl at this point the most Alliance-coded character that isn't actually in the Alliance? What with him mentoring the human king, putting his life in his hands like some dog Garrosh would spit at, and being besties and actively shipped by 95% of the player base with Jaina Proudmoore, while the last 5% are just ignorant to their obvious chemistry. I would dare question if the Horde even has one character in the run-up content for this expansion, and that's what they deserve. So, the pre-launch video content gets a solid decent 8, as I still lament that we haven't gotten cinematic audiobooks since Legion, and we also didn't get many of these highly stylized episodes this time around. Then I actually logged onto WoW and played through the pre-expansion content, witnessing Chatgar being an awkward dad archetype, then out of nowhere being absolutely whiplash from top nostalgia, reconnected with the cheapest Halloween costume money can buy, and met Magni again, who had gone cold turkey on his Azeroth addiction, acting like a salty ex, and
Azeroth! Magni!
Hopefully we can revive him.
only if you promise he won't be involved in any world quest activities. This man was not holding a damn hammer in the cutscene, so did these sociopaths put it in his lifeless hands? They can't even look at me, they're so ashamed. So with Magni out cold, there was nothing more to do than wait for the expansion and do the rest of the pre-patch content, and here I leveled up 6 characters by yo-yoing between the big boss memories from Azeroth manifestations, got my memory griff, Mr. Pandaria remix ended and crashed the entire server of Argent Dawn EU for some time, and while some people had a blast, others were spamming about the Wuhan bioweapon. Then they all went to the Argent Dawn players' ancestral home of Goldshire N and cracked on to attack Orgrimmar through Booty Bay, as you do, just to be dismantled in 5 minutes and for Horde players to retaliate by destroying Goldshire, then go to Stormwind and totally without pushback kill Turalyon. All this on a server where it's 75% Alliance, 25% Horde. That's how you know Alliance has the most RPers by far. All in all, solid, not amazing, in-game pre-patch content. A light 7. Now, for actual expansion content. It may or may not surprise you, but I can't rate any of it as I haven't played it. Delves sound and look really promising. I really deeply appreciate the shift in gearing currency mechanics when it comes to respecting the player's time for both mains and alts. The gearing being so simple and straightforward in Dragonflight was a breath of fresh air, no secondary grind to stay relevant in sight, the way it should be. However, there is one actual expansion feature that I do want to comment on. Tier sets. Let's go through them one by one, giving them all a rating, and you will definitely disagree with my takes here, but that's the price of personal taste. Death Knight. It carries a striking resemblance to a hunter's arrow rack. It's perhaps a bit much with the fan of knives and the line all around the character. Also, don't really love the color choices here. The purple heroic is the best, but a black and white could have gone crazy. Light 6. Demon Hunter. I don't ever play DH, but whoever cooked this up nailed it. I think the head and shoulder pieces are absolutely unique and menacing to look at. Intimidation factor 100. Could have done more with the face itself, but it's a minor mark. Great colors for heroic and mythic. Strong 8. Druid. Look at this belt, the feet, the gloves, the shoulders. Absolutely fire Link's theme set. Amazing colors too, but then there's this weird mohawked Batman mask that I don't see anyone keeping visible on that character at all, and that's a major negative. However, just for the rest of the set being amazing, it gets a strong 7. Evoker. It looks Deathwing. That breastplate was definitely forged together by a cult in an underground cave, that's for sure. I don't know, it's cool. I guess it's just a shame that it gets ruined by being a dragon-only set. Decent 8. Now, if you think I've been too generous or critical with my score so far, just wait. Hunter. Oof, they cooked. That helmet, those shoulders, the belt, it's high on the ranking for sure. But breastplate and legs perhaps a bit boring, and that random knife in the boot seems misplaced. Plus, it's never great when the Raid Finder version beats out Heroic, but it is still a strong 8 for me. Mage. This is the quintessential mage look. Eyes, eye theme. If there's more effects in the purple heroic version when seen in-game, it's a strong home run. Decent 8. Monk. Look, I've never been a fan of monks. IRL, they're chill bald dudes just vibing. In-game, they somersault their way into the heart of my hatred. But this tier set is alright. Cool shoulders. Helmet is honestly horrible, but I get that that's the style. It's never getting more than a decent 6 for me though. Paladin. My god, why is it always them? Why do they always get bangers? This is angelic in so many ways. With in-game effects, nothing will stop this look. Just remove the red details and you've got a 10. Strong 9 from me. Priest. Another one of those classes who have it too good. They can't keep getting away with it. This set is baffling. The Naru theme is incredible from Holy to Void. Also rare that every color variation is mockable. This is a straight up 10. Rogue. I can see this one splitting the waters. For me, this mythic set, while the legs could have had more of the bandage theme, it's a strong 9. That headpiece is insane. Now, for my own main of 17 years, what do they have in store for us? No, what is that? Why is there a watery foxtail suspended mid-air? Why does the helmet look like it's straight from a green questing set? How is every color variation horrific? And well, why are the gloves randomly brown? Nothing else but the tippy toes are brown. This is the worst shaman set we've had since Hellfire Citadel. The helmet alone is an abomination. Everything else is just not tier set worthy. Look at the last one we had. It's the closest a shaman set gets to a 10, and this is the next in line? My god, it's a light too. A rating also known as just transmarket. Everyone else gets something acceptable, just not us. Again. Warlock. This is strangely sexy. Of course inspired by those multi-armed demons first seen in the Burning Crusade. I like it. Great color choices carry it far. However, I don't think it's the best lock tier set in recent times, but it is a light 8. Warrior. Dwarf themed, of course. I think it has too many of those large horns at once, and the colors aren't too favorable in my opinion. This is the most Raid Finder looking heroic set I've ever seen, but I wouldn't think anyone is sad to have this. It's a light 7. I can't believe the only set below a 5 is Shaman. It's typical. All my Shaman mains out there will know. This is just our life. Oh well. So, that was my little roundup. I hope you guys enjoyed the expansion launch and the expansion of course as well. And I will just say this. I am sorry to anyone who has missed me or my content. Earlier last year after my last video, my break in content was never meant to be more than a month. But life happened and I just got too far off the horse to easily hop back on. And I knew that I wasn't gonna quit, so I didn't want to make a video or talk about the fact that I hadn't made a video in a while, so I just wanted to make an actual video coming back, you know? But here we are, finally, and as I said before, I am definitely not done. But do hop in my Discord if you want to stay in touch till my next video, it's in the description. And for this Discord, I also have a guild on Argent EU where we will be raiding a little bit, and everyone's welcome to join. And that's it for me, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. And I promise. Unless I die, but I bet many of you are happy that I'm not dead. That's a little macabre.